Irresistible You is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is on Blessing Obasi TV. A recap of this movie talks about a young lady who is ready to get married. She wanted a makeup artist, and that was it. She fell in love with her makeup artist. So yes, her relationship with this makeup artist blossomed into a beautiful one until her fiance find out what she was doing with this makeup artist. Basically, that's what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, the last time I reviewed Blessing Obasi movie, I said this was one of the laziest production I've seen on YouTube. That movie about the lies, whatever, in Lagos, yeah. That movie should have been a skit. So this, her latest one, is good. This is Blessing Obasi. Like, this is what she's known for. That one she did, I don't know what make her to even post that movie safe. This is Blessing Obasi. This movie is good. The storyline is interesting. I would definitely recommend this movie for you if you haven't really watched it. Storyline is very engaging and very intriguing. Of course, her husband Stan Eze is in there, so yeah, you'll definitely love this one. I enjoy the storyline. This brings me to location. She has invested in location for this movie a lot. About 3 houses, an office, an outdoor shot, hotel shot, push, YouTube, you don't expect much. So when you see some of these things, a little effort are being put into it. So I really like that, especially the pool scene where they were dancing and stuff like that, celebrating her birthday. I'd be acting, or was it birthday or promotion? I don't know. That was really, really nice. I like that scene a lot. Then we talk about the makeup scenes. Those were good. Stan Eze being the makeup artist guy. So yeah, that was really nice. I love the locations. The office was really nice. This is, I think, these YouTube producers are also having their own clique. I'm beginning to notice the difference in some of this production that is going on. YouTube producers, or should I say the actors who are now producers on YouTube, they all have their own clique that's going on. So some of these locations are familiar to this group. The other group also have their own special locations that some of these movies are being shot at. So example is this office, and sometimes even the houses they use. You not see some of this location in this group of production like Sarah Martin, Maurice Sam, that group. Onyale, you see those group. You will not see this office being used for this production. So you're like, I'm beginning to notice the difference. But that notwithstanding, the location for this movie was really good. I like that. And this brings me to acting and cast for this movie. Stan Eze is in there, Blessing Obasi is also in there, and then we have Chinelo or Chinelo. Pardon me if I'm butchering your name, guy. Yeah, she was really good. And of course, this guy who was the one that was engaged to her, she was really good. He was also good. Actually, the acting was on point for this movie per, the standard they were trying to give us. I actually enjoy them acting. All of them, actually. I really enjoy all of them in this movie. Lastly, I want to talk about cinematography for this movie. I really like the cinematography. The beautification of this movie was on point. Lighting, not so bad, but I think it's better than some of the production. But cinematography for this movie compared to the movie that I did on, and I said I hated that movie had a better cinematography than this. But I mean, per what they were trying to tell, the story that they were telling is okay, and I think I like that. And those are the things I like about this movie. What I do not like about this movie, I'll start with the connection between Chinelo or Chinemelo, I'm not sure of her name, the main character and Stan Eze. Look, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of her videos that I've done reviews on. Anytime or any movie that Blessing Eze is in and Stan Eze is in, Stan Eze always have difficulties in having emotional connection or romantic connection with his co-star, and that is a problem for me. It is a big problem, huge problem. If you can't stand your wife seeing you have deep connection with your co-star, Don't act it. Don't take the role. Please don't. Because I know Stan Eze can do better. He's a very he's a good actor. He can do far better. He's always holding back. There's no that connection. They don't even kiss safe. Like connection no day because now the wife they produce the movie. The wife is always there at the background watching. You know, Stan Eze or Blessing Eze. I don't know which of you I should call. Stan Eze, if you know your wife will be on set and you cannot do or you cannot have that deep connection with your co-star, don't take the role, give it to another person and be a supporting cast. I beg. Movies that your wife is not on the scene and you do deliver one of the best. So I don't know. Yeah, it just make the movie lack that sauce, even though individually they were doing their best. But the connection, the supposed love at first sight that they were talking about, hammering about, was not really there. They were telling us individually, but the two of them together was not really given, you know, and it just made the movie just a little bit flat, and that was disappointing. Please, if you know you cannot take this role, give it to another person, I beg. Then I want to talk about the makeup artist. Of course, that's Stan Eze again. As a makeup artist, at least we could have seen him do a full makeup process as they were having conversation with, you know, the lady, but nothing like that happened, and that was I mean, this might not be anything to you, but if you give this movie to someone who is not a fan of YouTube movies, these are some of the things that they criticize. They do not value some of these things because no efforts, the little things that efforts are supposed to put into it are not being done. And this brings me to the size of the movie. I don't like the size, frame size to be precise. I don't like it. So on that note, I'll rate this movie a 5/10. If you haven't watched Irresistible You, showing on Blessing Obasi TV, do well to watch. I'll see you all in the next movie review.